Hey guys, this is Beanly. We're on Hollywood, and today I'll be showing you guys where I place my turrets, my teleporter, and my shield gen, and also give you an insight on how I play Symmetra on this map. So, with this guide, this is assuming that you know the basic Symmetra. So yeah, let's get started. So I like Symmetra on this map for Hollywood for first defense, just because um, her turrets, her turret placements are really effective on the first point. When you get to the second and third point, I'll discuss like shield generator locations for them, but compared to like the second point and the first point of the map, first point is by far effective. So I don't always do this, but at the beginning of the game, I like to place 5 turrets around here. They don't have to be exactly where I place them, but you want to put them in a way so your enemy team doesn't know that you're placing turrets here. And I don't place 6 just because I personally I don't like placing 6 because if the enemy team destroys all your turrets, then you have to wait for the cooldown to get your turrets back, and that can be annoying. So I usually like to place 5. And the reason why this is a method is because at the beginning of the game, you can time when you're gonna shoot your turrets, and when the doors open, you can get some easy charges, and you can even possibly get a kill. But usually you get about 40% charge just by doing this technique, and obviously if your turrets can get a kill or whatever, or your orb, that's more charge for you, and you want to get as much ult charge as you can as possible for Symmetra for the first point, because her teleporter or shield gen is very effective. So I'm going to be showing you guys some cheeky turret placements now. So you can place some turrets here under this car, or you can place them like here, just so when enemy team is walking and they get hit, you can get some ult charge and have to turn around to see like what the hell is hitting them. Bushes / shrubs are Symmetra's best friend, so you can cleverly hide some here, or like here, or even here. That way you can get some ult charge before they destroy them. I generally avoid health pack rooms just because they can walk in and they can destroy the turret before it goes off, or they can quickly rush the health pack and then destroy the turret. But there are some exceptions. If you want, you can place a turret here. The security room is also a good indication if if an enemy team is trying to flank through here. If you do place turrets here, you don't want to place them on the ground, because if they have like a Junkrat, that is easy splash damage to get rid of the turrets, and like literally you can sneeze at the turret and it'll be destroyed, since the turret only has 1 HP. So this choke right here is the main choke for the first point, and it's a good place to place turrets, just because when the enemy team's trying to advance through here, the turrets will slow down the people that are trying to move forward, and then they have to turn around to hit the turrets, or else it's just chipping away damage for them. So generally I like to put 3 here, like 1 up top here, for example. And then this is another cheeky, sneaky way, is you can place a turret behind the box, which is hard for them to kind of see. And then place another 3 here and spread them out, so if they have like something like a Winston or whatever, if you put them all together close, then it's just easy for them to get rid of your turrets. This is a popular way to advance to the first point if you're on attack. So you can, if you want, you can place a turret here. That's another cheeky way. If there's flankers, if you think there's gonna be flankers, you can place turrets here, or like again another cheeky placement is inside the box. This is the only exception to where I would place a turret in a big health pack room, just because if they're trying to flank, it's a good indicator for your team to let you know they're trying to make a push through there. And then again, shrubs or bushes are Symmetra's best friend. So here. And if you get some high turret placements, that's always nice too, like right here. Just so when they're about to turn this corner here, it'll annoy them. So a general rule for Symmetra turrets is the higher you can place the turrets, the more harder for the enemy to react to it. As a side note, I am on console, so the reaction time is much slower compared to PC for most players. So that will give you an idea of why I'm placing these turrets at such locations. As for a teleporter shield generator for the first point, an indication for me to decide if I want to place teleporter or shield generator, if my team is doing well, like no one is really dying, then shield generator is the way to go. But if I notice my team is like trickling in one at a time slowly, then teleporter is the preferred choice. And for locations, generally they're both okay to place wherever you want, wherever you're gonna place them. But for shield generator, you have to keep in mind that there is a range to it, a range limit to it. So you can place shield generator or teleporter here, so that way if they're using a teleporter, your team will walk out through here and it's close to the point. I like this place because the enemy team has to, or someone that's flanking has to like make their way to go through here and get rid of it. And as a general note, I don't like to put all my turrets on one shield generator or teleporter location, just because if they have like a Pharah or someone that ults at your teleporter shield gen, then your turrets will be gone as well, and you're screwed on cooldowns. This is a popular place I see Symmetra mains placing their teleporter / shield gen. I don't really like it because it's just a very popular place that flankers will most likely go after first. Like they'll go around through this small corridor here and get rid of your, and then instantly they'll see it. So what I like to do is actually like to place my teleporter like here, just so it's not out in the open when say an enemy person's trying to get some health, a small health pack, and they look and then they see your teleporter here or whatever. I used to place teleporter at the small health pack room here, but I feel small health pack doesn't really do justice since it is open, and it's not going to heal as much if there is an enemy team that's going to get rid of it. I've experimented with placing teleporter or shield gen here just because it's really out the way for the enemy team to like look for it, but I don't really like that location just because for a teleporter it's not that too far off from the spawn room, so it kind of lessens the value of teleporter, and then shield gen has its limit. But yeah, that's pretty much the first point for Symmetra. Generally, I switch off of Symmetra if we're getting steamrolled from this first point. But I'll show you guys some shield generator locations that you can place. You could theoretically put teleporter as well, but for the second and third points, the spawn room distance to get back to the payload or whatever isn't that far compared to the first point. So you can place some turrets here. The higher the better. I wouldn't really place turrets here because this choke, it goes by really, the payload goes by this pretty fast. You can place some turrets here, or here you want to be cheeky. You can place some here. You can place one here or whatever. Yes, this is next to a big health pack, but again, it's to indicate if an enemy's trying to flank from behind, go around and try to flank your team. Um, a popular shield gen location I see Symmetra mains use is they like to place it at the old spawn, which is alright, but it is a popular choice, I think, so flankers will most likely go through here and try to get rid of your precious shield gen. I really don't like placing shield gen here, just because it's another flankers can go around through here and try to hit your enemy team, try to hit your team from behind, and then oh look, they found your shield gen. Compared to the second point, and the first point, second point really didn't have that much options, but what I like for the second point for shield gen is around here, just so it's not so obvious, and the enemy flanker really has to like put effort into trying to find it. But yeah, that location right there I prefer for shield gen. Theoretically, you could put shield gen up top the roofs for like this salon or saloon. But if they have something like a far or someone that can get high ground, or even people can go up the moving platform to get on top, they can easily destroy your shield generator. And I really wouldn't recommend this place as well, just because it's one of the more popular buildings for people to go through and they can easily find it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the second point. The third point isn't that bad because you have a bit more options for your shield generator. So again, the turrets, you can be cheeky, place one here if you really want to. You can place some here so you can catch them by surprise. Again, a popular place I see Symmetra mains using shield generator is through the old spawn from the second point, which is this place here, which is alright, but again it has that same issue of the spawn issue where generally flankers or smart flankers will check that place first. But I'll show you a really effective shield generator location. You could place shield generator here in the guitar room, but if the enemy team is trying to flank, if you have like teammates here that try to get some high ground, and the enemy team or enemy flankers, they can go around and they'll get your shield gen in the process. And this room is another option, but I really wouldn't recommend it. So this is one of the effective shield gen locations because not much people know about it. Is you can place shield gen here, and then it should cover a good amount of area. The only thing you have to be careful though is you have to place it before anyone can find you. But my shield generator placement there has never been destroyed. But there's always a first for everything, right? This is the enemy team pushes you to here. This is the big choke. You can place turrets around. Remember the three rule, where 3 on one side, 3 on the other side. Or you can place like 1 or 2 here, just so you know the enemy team's trying to go around. Same applies to this entrance. Another popular place I see Symmetra mains putting their shield gen is right here, which is fine, but a smart enemy flanker will find it since it is closer to a spawn area. Because flankers have the mindset where, okay, maybe this Symmetra is probably going to place their shield gen in a location that's out of the way. And also they can, when they start to get to this area, like near the end of this part of the game, they can see your children easily, or they can peek out, and yeah, that's not good. But yeah, that's pretty much my general rule of thumb when I play Symmetra on Hollywood. Some tips that I can give you for how I play with her once I have my shield generator up or teleporter up. If it's teleporter, I generally don't walk. I mean, I generally don't use teleporter. I just walk, just so that one use of teleporter can really save your team from defending the point. Like, if a Mercy needed to use it for a res, then she can use. She has higher priority compared to like a Symmetra doesn't have that benefit of resurrect that Mercy does. The way I think of teleporter is it's like a budget, a budget resurrect, and sometimes I like to hold on to teleporter just so I can use it in the sense of that is like a budget res, where like if there's like a huge team wipe, I can just place teleporter or whatever. Or not huge team wipe, because that'd be me, that'd be dead. But like if a lot of my teammates died from like an ult or whatever. For shield generator, once I have shield gen up, Symmetra has 275 health with the shields, not including any other additions like armor or whatever. But I like to play flanking Symmetra at that point, so I like to flank and go behind and pick off their supports. And even just getting one support with Symmetra really messes up their advancement because they're down a healer. So yeah, and the more picks you can get with Symmetra, the better it is for your team, because it really messes up the tempo of your enemy team's push. But yeah, I guess that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more Symmetra guides.